The Gold Coast International Film Festival hosted a private screening of director Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby in Port Washington, Long Island. Soundview Theater saw a bevy of ladies dressed in opulent flapper styles alongside festival directors and Baz Luhrmann himself. This is the third Gold Coast Film Festival and the second time director Baz Luhrmann has been involved. Film Festival founder Regina Gill says Luhrmann's a big deal and she loves having him here. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, and Carey Mulligan, The Great Gatsby is set in 1925's Great Neck, Long Island. Author F. Scott Fitzgerald was inspired by Long Island's Gold Coast and the opulent mansions of New York's well-to-do, but director Baz Luhrmann decided to film in Australia, recreating some of the area's most famous houses, such as the Vanderbilt Mansion.
Can you imagine trying to recreate this environment in Australia? It wasn't easy.
Luhrmann also creates controversy by creating adaptations of classic stories using modern music and vernacular, and Gatsby was no exception. Instead of 1920s jazz, Luhrmann decided on hip-hop, weaving in jazz elements to create the mood.
If he lived in the jazz age, well, I thought we were living in the hip-hop age, and so I went to the chairman of the board, the other Jay, and we started to collaborate on weaving jazz, actually, with hip-hop and popular music. But I wanted it to feel like you were reading the novel in 1925.
This is the second time Baz Luhrmann worked with Leonardo DiCaprio, but hasn't since Leo was a teenager in the 1996 film Romeo and Juliet.
I worked with him when he was 19 years old. He was a young boy then, but now he's a man, and he's a man in full control of his talents and his abilities, and he was a real collaborator on the film. I mean, he was collaborating with me 2 years before we even shot the film.
The after party included Baz Luhrmann and Kira Chaplin, granddaughter of famous film comedian Charlie Chaplin, in Sands Point, where the magnificent mansions that inspired F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel are now museums and party spaces where you can experience a little bit of that bygone magic. I'm Gloria Chapa. That's your entertainment report.